Today we were playing a one-day golf tournament out at Fountains. Last time we played here, shot 4 over on the front, said I was gonna shoot 32 on the back, and did so. So we got some good memories here from last time we played. And I've been playing pretty solid lately. I like the feel that I've been working with. Yeah, I'm not gonna say too much else. I think today the biggest focus is gonna be staying in the round. We'll actually kick it right now to future me doing a little breakdown of this round of golf.
Thank you, past me, and good luck. First tee at Fountains, dogleg left, par 4. I've got 4 iron in hand here, just trying to put something over the bunker in the fairway. It's a super easy first tee shot, zero need to complicate it. I missed the green about 2 yards to the right. It kicked it down about an extra 12. Really happy with this shot here. I was in a pretty bad lie, sitting down just off the edge of the green, short-sighted, like 15 yards, 3 yards of green to work with. Really nice bump and run up and down. Did not deserve to make par there, and did, and that's a great start to the day. And another miss out to the right here. A little bit of open club face, really. I mean, just a nice high kind of floaty miss out to the right. That's why I prefer an open club face, because that ball's still on the green. That ball's still totally playable. A closed face, and it can get pretty dicey pretty quickly. This putt, I forgot how fast the greens were. Hit it about 7 feet by, but able to knock it in. We're back to a very old and trusty putter here, if you hadn't noticed. This is the Phantom. I'm trying to feel a familiar stroke, something I used to putt really good with. As you can see so far, the putting stroke feels pretty solid.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Bear Mattress for sponsoring today's video and sending through this wonderful Elite Hybrid Firm King-sized mattress. This here is a premium fiberglass-free mattress designed to improve your sleep, upgrade your overall quality of life, and it's shipped to your door for free as long as you're in the US. Bear's Sleep Quiz matches you to the perfect mattress based on your body type and sleep preferences. I tend to run pretty hot when I sleep, as well as require quite a bit of firmness. I'm the kind of guy who, if I can't sleep throughout the night, I will find myself waking up in the morning on my yoga mat on the floor, and that has not happened since getting this new mattress. Runs cool, nice and firm, perfect for me. I've had this Bear mattress for right around a month, and I can say my overall sleep scores have gone up significantly. Like, the time from me getting in bed to being asleep has dropped quite a bit, and I know all that because I'm tracking it, obviously. And for me, with my line of work, a good night's sleep is very, very important. This is a bed-in-the-box type of mattress, which means that when it shows up to your door, it's going to be really easy to set up. All you do is open it up, cut the plastic off, it inflates, and you can actually sleep on it right away. I didn't have to worry too much about having to wait 48, 72 hours like some of these other beds in a box. There is a 120-night free trial, which I'm about a quarter of the way through, where you can actually test out this mattress and see if you like it. And if you don't, you can return it, no questions asked. Literally risk-free. Bear mattresses also include a limited lifetime warranty, as well as financing options and payment plans. Once again, thank you to Bear Mattress for sponsoring the channel. Make sure to go to bearmattress.com/Ben Haddon and use my promo code Ben Haddon to get 40% off your mattress, as well as 2 free pillows. Let's get back to the tour.
Par 5 here, kind of push the tee shot into the right rough. It's a blind tee shot, so you don't really know where it's going to end up. Really nice 4-iron up here, pin high, just left rough. And then a great little chip. Just tapped in for birdie there, 1 under through 3. Satisfied with that. It's a pretty simple par 5, but it can get me from time to time, so I'm happy to walk away with a circle on the scorecard. Just a slight tug here, water right, so kind of understandable, but into the fairway bunker. If you remember last time, I hit one out of bounds left on this hole, so as you can see, I am aimed way out to the right. Hit this exactly where I was aimed. Thought I was going to be well short of those trees, but caught some pretty firm bounces. Now we are in them, and I am up against this tree here. This was interesting because I took a bunch of practice swings behind the ball, and then I actually got up against the tree where the ball was, and what I wasn't anticipating was that I wouldn't be able to turn my hips back the way I wanted to, and that I would end up being pushed forward towards the ball. This is a pretty simple pitch, except for the fact that the first half it's running away. So this ball did not quite have a chance to check, ran about 14-ish feet past the hole. I felt pretty good about my putt here. Not quite enough respect given to that slope. And this was perfect. You talk about a perfect golf swing. This is one of those. Very happy with how that one turned out. Nice wedge. Just it kind of looks like a little bit of going after it, like down and after it, instead of just kind of making a nice smooth turn. Once again, just a bit of an open face. Swing is fine, it's just when that face is open, it'll just pop out to the right nice and soft. Thought I hit it in the bunker, but got up there and realized I was in the flower bed behind the green. Had to almost play like a bunker shot. Honestly, like, I know it doesn't look super close, it's about 10, 12 feet, but this shot was one that I was really happy with.
Standing right next to where I hit it. My ball's here. I entered the ground there. It just kind of popped up in the air with a bunch of spin, and then made a 14-footer for par.
Just a little bit out to the right, but pin high, I thought. Into the grain for the first half of this putt, and going through fringe, so pretty slow, and just had to hit it maybe a foot harder, and that thing would have gotten through the fringe with a little bit more pace and gotten all the way to the hole. But no big deal, just 3-footer, cleaning up for par, even par on the front, solid. It's a little bit windy, so I don't feel like the conditions are ultra super scoreable. ...124 yards here, a little bit down and off the left. I hit a sand wedge. Very solid effort. This is when I really started to feel like I was hitting it pretty good. And this one, I think I just hit a hair too hard. Got a little bit too excited. Had the read for perfect pace and decided to give it firm pace. And those two did not quite add up. But 4 is a 4. We like pars. Tried to hit a nice high cut up against the wind and hit a straight shot that the wind took. When I was hitting this shot, there was berries falling out of the tree. One of them hit me in the back of the head, and I took a step back and waited for the wind to stop blowing because it was like constant berries falling. I've never experienced that before. I've never had to wait for a tree to stop shedding on me. Very steep, very aggressive chipping motion there, and I really like that. That's just getting down on top of the ball, making sure you catch a golf ball first with a lot of spin. Consistent launch, and that's just a good chip shot. Solid up and down. And a good driver, which we like. Right side of the fairway, hit the 6-iron here for 215. And slope, ball was just a bit above my feet, so it's going to start hooking, and it looked like this thing was hooking a whole lot too much. Fortunately, it slowed down, caught some grass, and I feel pretty good with the wedge in my hand. Left with about a 6-footer for birdie here, and really happy with that. Honestly, a pretty difficult putt, 6 feet, breaking away from me downhill. So to knock that in the center of the cup felt really good. Any amount of tap in 3, I don't care if it's on a par 3, I don't care if it's a par, I'd love if it's a par 5. It's great if it's a par 4 as well, even especially on par 3s. 3s are good. Ball's in a divot here. Had to get down after a little bit, put it back in the stance. Because I put it back in the stance and I didn't account for the draw, we were left with this chip. Tried to hit the same kind of bump and run style chip and just hit it 3 feet too far. Didn't quite get the kill from the slope that I was hoping for. Ran it 15 feet by. For some reason, felt like it was going to go in, and it did. .480-yard par 4 here in a pretty wide open fairway, so I just swung hard, hoping I could put the ball somewhere where I could hit it again. Roughly a 400-yard drive, had a 95-yard wedge in. Felt like I hit a hair behind it, but landed pin high, released about 9 feet past the flag. Solid wedge shot. And that puts us at 3 under, which is solid. Playing a really good round of golf on this back 9. Tried to hit like a mid-height 8-iron, kind of similar to the shot I hit 2 holes before. This one did get held up. An awkward chip shot, but not a very, very difficult one. And this chip just didn't quite release the way I was hoping it would. 6 feet up the hill. Thought this thing was going to move quite a bit to the left from the right, and it did not. So that's bogey. Yeah, just lost that one out to the right. It was just an open face, really. Swing was fine. Felt okay about it. I think I came up out of it just a little bit. Just bad timing. That ball ended up being about 6 to 8 inches out of bounds, roughly. And left with this 55-yarder to try to get up and down for bogey. Hit a pretty solid shot, landed it pin high, spun it back down there to about 9-10 feet, but this putt broke at least 2 feet. It was a big old breaker. And that's a very not timely double. Puts us back to even par for the round. You know, course isn't playing super easy, so even par is probably still going to get paid. But I would be lying if I told you guys that I wasn't thinking about shooting under par in this moment. Guys, it's been a while, you know, since we put up a round that was in the red numbers, and this was looking like a pretty good opportunity, but the thing we got to remember is that I always make putts on 18. Except for right now. Except for right in that exact moment. And this to shoot even. Solid round of golf, got paid. I'm actually not 100% sure what place we finished in. I want to say like T17, T18.
Just a solid round all around. Felt really good about it. Definitely could have made a couple more birdies. The ball striking was pretty solid. The putting felt really good with that toe hang putter, that Phantom. I signed up for this tournament as a checkup for where we are for like upcoming stuff. So mental game still needs just a little bit of work, which isn't surprising, but I really like the stuff we're working with within the mental game. Marked my balls with WIN today. WIN, what's important now? That's Lou Holtz. And there were a number of times today where I was pretty nervous going into a golf shot, saw that mark on my golf ball, what's important now, and I was able to remember, like, the only thing right now is hitting a good golf ball. You know, breaking par is not important. The stuff that matters is just hitting golf shots, and I do that so often, there's no reason to be nervous. And that's the only thing that's important.
Definitely a really solid round. Definitely left a few out there, but overall, just excited to keep having opportunities every day. I think the game's heading in a good direction. Q School coming up on June 9th. Planning on playing a couple of 3-day events leading up to Q School, and then we are going to be in Dothan, Alabama. And if you don't want to miss those, make sure to subscribe to the channel. That is very important, very helpful for us. And also check out Always Press. We got some cool stuff in stock. We're getting ready to place some big orders, so make sure to comment below what it is you'd like to see in the shop. Thank you for supporting that. Goodbye.